Okay, it's August 5th, 2022. We're on site at the home of Paul Springer. This is an Allstate claim. We sent up a before and after photo of a repairability attempt on the shingles for this roof. And the Allstate adjuster requested that we instead provide a video documentary to show the outcome. So the purpose of this video is not to look for a match at this point. We're just here to examine the feasibility of a shingle repair and the outcome of that. Here's a quick overview of the front slopes. There's a flat slope, another area of front slope, overview of the back slopes. You can see we've got a lot of missing shingles here, some exposed decking down in there. Something that's a pretty serious concern for this roof is that the decking, the sheathing for the roof is 3/8 inch. This is not, let me see if I've got my tape measure here. Well, I've got a 1-inch nail. Let's see if we can position that in place. So, oops. Here's a, well, I'm sorry. I'm trying the best I can here. Anyhow, that's 3/8 inch sheathing, which is not current for the codes here in Kentucky. Another point of concern is there is definite evidence of hail strikes on the soft metals. Here's another example here. There's a metal roof slope overhanging the back porch. Same situation there with that. Okay. This is our work area here. Here's a replacement shingle. This area here is where I'm going to sit the camera when I'm working with my hands. We have common roofing tools, a flat bar, a roofer's hatchet, and a 5-in-1 tool just for cutting through the adhesive. This is the damaged shingle. It stretches from here to here. There's a crease line here, a missing tab here. This is the condition of the above shingles here. Right now there are no crease lines in these shingles. Pretty much the glue is inconsistent. The seal strips are inconsistent. Some of these are glued down, some of them are not, or just due to being over time. This was our last attempt to do a repair. This is one we did before and after photos. So the blue shingle here is the new one. The shingles above are pretty well degraded from the manipulation. It actually looks a lot worse today than it did the day that we performed the work. Okay, I'm gonna sit the camera down and I'm gonna try to keep the narrative going while I work. Make sure everything is in the picture here. Yeah, okay. All right, so there's a light rain going on right now. All right, so let's break these loose here. Okay, that's the damaged shingle. It's loose. Okay. All right, where does that shingle end? Over here, okay. And then this is the shingle. So what we're gonna do is we'll say there's the damaged shingle here. The shingle above will be shingle number 1. The shingle above that is shingle number 2. So we can sort of, when we talk about what's going on here, I can say, okay, damaged shingle or replacement shingle, shingle 1, and then shingle 2. Okay. All right. So it looks like our glue strips are loose here. We're just going to reach up here to 3, shingle number 3, just to give a little bit more flexibility so that we don't break these shingles. All right. So I'm going to start taking fasteners out here. Okay, these are the older 3-tab shingles, and they get 4 nails. So we got the first row of fasteners out here, but there's another row of nails up under here that we need to now remove. All right, that has gone down through shingle number 1. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, so right now, where the nail hole is here on shingle number 1, there's now a perforation in that shingle. I'll show you when we get there. And then the other shingle next to shingle 1, we have also a perforation. Okay. Let's see if we're loose here. Yeah, here we go. All right, well, you can see here that the damaged shingle ended up breaking the rest of the way here. Okay, so by way of demonstration, let's take a look at things. I'm going to pick up the camera. Here is the wind damaged shingle here. We'll lay it over top of the new shingle. It's roughly the same size, so there shouldn't be a problem with the fit. Coloring is another matter. But here, this would be the damaged shingle or the replaced area. Shingle number 1, shingle number 2. Shingle number 1 now has a pretty good perforation here that was not there before. Also, there is a new crease line here, some kind of granule loss that's taking place just from real light manipulation of those shingles. That's probably going to get worse when we install the new shingle, but let's get started. Okay, let's sit the camera down. Hopefully it's not going to get too much water. I'll go ahead and get this one in place here. All right. Okay, so this shingle fits. That's a good thing. And we're gonna go ahead and get 4 nails in. We'll start with this shingle here. Okay, so one thing that if you're doing a brittle test on a roof, according to Hague, you can lift the shingle 45 degrees. This is the new shingle, by the way. You can lift a shingle 45 degrees, and you can come down and brush and see if there's any granule loss. And that's fine, but the problem is when going to do an actual roof repair, I've got to drive a nail right up under here. It's really impossible to do that with the shingle tab on a 45-degree angle, because you don't want to strike the edge of that shingle because you're going to do new damage to it, okay? So it's important, you got to get the shingle up just enough to be able to still drive a fastener in without hitting the shingle. All right, so we're going to go here to, this is the edge. There's an example of what not to do. Okay, we're not counting that. Okay. So that's shingle number 3. And then shingle number, or nail fastener number 4. That went right through the original hole. Let's go right next to that. All right, so now we're good to go there. And we've got to get that second row of fasteners in place. So we're going to go right here. This is the damaged area, so I'm going to put 2 fasteners in here because there's a perforation now in that shingle number 1. The perforation exists from the in between the tabs up towards the fastener. And then the final fastener in the next shingle over. Okay, so here we have the new shingle installed, and we have creasing going on here all across this shingle and part of this shingle, but especially over here towards this edge. You'll notice that there's a perforation here. That's just from very light handling of the shingle, and it broke because it's brittle. All right, so from a repairability standpoint, this roof is definitely past the point of repairability. You see, if I were to come back here in a week or two, that pattern in the crease line there is going to be more exaggerated due to rain, and just, you know, the granules are going to start coming loose in those areas where the shingle was flexed. My number is 410-656-9930. Again, 410-656-9930. This is for Paul Springer. Again, here's the overview of his property here for at least the roof. We have hail. We have wind damage. We have a previous repair attempt. More wind damage. It's really deep. These they're just, it's about to come apart. More significantly, there is wind damage on all facets of this roof. Here. Oh, more exposed decking right here. See that? That's a water leak waiting to happen. Same thing here. A water leak waiting to happen. There was hail on the aluminum roof. And we have the incorrect sheathing for current standards. Okay, I'm available. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Thanks so much for your time. I know you guys are really busy. And have a nice day. Look forward to hearing from you.